Hey guys, Steph here. Now, are you wondering which out of the new styles of Louis Vuitton bags you might want to add to your wish list? If so, then you are in the right place. Today, we are going to be going through and taking a look at some of the new Louis Vuitton styles of bags that are currently available or are about to come out. I'll also be revealing the Instagram poll results. I asked you guys whether you would purchase some of these new bags from Louis Vuitton or whether you are just not feeling them at all. So as we go through, I'll also reveal those results. If you aren't following me on Instagram already, my handle is at handbag_holic. Head over there, give me a follow, and make sure you get involved in future polls like this. Now, we are going to kickstart this video off with none other than the Louis Vuitton classic, which is the Speedy bag. We have a brand new size of Speedy bag coming available, and its style's quite different to the classic version of the Speedy bag too. So introducing the Speedy Bandolier 22. You can currently choose from a few sizes of the Speedy bag, the 25, the 30, the 35. This is a brand new size, being a 22, which is quite a small. It's like a miniature version or a smaller version of the Speedy bag. This one is made from the puffy empreinte leather, very popular right now. This is the same fabric that they first brought the Coussin bag out in. I did a video on that and my kind of thoughts to that particular bag, so now they've done it in the Speedy as well. You've got the cloth strap there, or the material adjustable strap, which we first saw on the multi-pochette, and of course we have a gold chain on there. Very popular right now, into adding these extra kind of straps and chains to give a bag a different look. So this Speedy is going to retail at around £1,150, which I don't actually think is too much money considering how expensive the Coussin bag is, well over £2,000. I definitely thought that this Speedy would retail at a lot more, but it's slightly more expensive, a few £100 more than the canvas versions. But considering that this one is made from leather, I definitely don't think that is a bad starting point. In terms of the results from the Instagram poll, then 62% of you are saying that you won't be purchasing this bag, but 38% of you said that you will be. Next up is the Pochette Coussin bag. We have all seen the success of the Coussin bag. Personally, I am not a huge fan, but I do think they're quite cute bags. They're very pillowy, soft looking. This is a smaller version of the Coussin. I quite like it. This is definitely one of the ones where most of you guys were split. So 49% of you said I love it and 51% said not so much. Now, you've only got one chain with this, 2 compartments inside of the bag, and you've also got, I like the LV detail on the gold chain there. Really, really nice. You can get this in black, and you can also get it in a pink and purple version, I believe it is. Very, very bright. That's definitely not my style. It would not go with my wardrobe. I would not wear it a lot. I would go for the black version, if any. But yeah, I'm quite excited to see this one again in real life, because I can imagine it's quite soft and pillowy. But I don't know whether I would purchase it. Again, I quite like the double zip pochette. A few different bags there that I think are better alternatives to fit my personal style. But yeah, very split decision on this one. The utility crossbody bag. Now, this is an example of Louis Vuitton, I think, taking this multiple bag, multiple straps, multiple chain trend way too far. This bag is quite a strange, I think, shape. It's like a rectangle, and you've got some kind of weird hole studs on the front there, and then on the strap you've got that additional pouch, which personally I think's overkill. I'm assuming you might be able to remove it like on the multi-pochette. But also when you see the picture of this on the model, it comes so high on her body under her armpit that I can imagine that this bag is actually not even practical to use, even though it's called a utility bag. I feel like it's borderline a utility belt, which Louis Vuitton have also brought out, and they've now kind of turned it into a bag by using the straps that they've already got and the extra pouches. This one is definitely not for me, and you guys are feeling the same way. I think 78% of you have said you will not be purchasing this. 22% of you said that you will be buying this bag. Quite interested to see it. Not my style, far too casual and utilitarian. I prefer more classic bags. I don't think we ever thought we were going to see the day, but the Neverfull is now coming out with a shoulder strap. I believe it might be long enough to use as a crossbody, but I haven't seen this one in person yet. Now, this Neverfull, this is the Neverfull MM. We all know that is the best size of the Neverfull tote bag. And it's super simple when you see it. They've just put 2 hooks on the side of the bag. So it's slightly frustrating that maybe they didn't do this sooner, because that extra strap would definitely be useful. The only thing I'm not so sure of is the straps that you use currently as shoulder straps, they're just going to kind of either flop around, or you're going to have to keep putting them back inside of the bag so they aren't kind of flailing everywhere. So I'm interested to try this and see this a little bit more in practice, because the Neverfull tote with a shoulder strap, this is mind-blowing. This costs £1,440 in the UK, so you know, a good few £100 more than the versions without the strap. At the minute, the only version you can get, is the Demier Azur, which is the white and grey checkerboard print, and then they've got these like pink and white chevrons on the straps, and then a woven strap, that's the shoulder strap. I can't wait. I'm really hoping that Louis Vuitton bring out like the basic monogram with a shoulder strap. I would possibly consider one of these, and definitely I really like some of the limited edition prints that they put on the Neverfull bag. So I'm hoping that we see this strap show up a lot more on some of the new future designs, and I would definitely be tempted for a few extra £100 to get one with this strap, because it could definitely be a lot more useful than a version without the strap. 69% of you are saying you won't purchase this bag, 31% of you are saying you love it. I'm not sure if part of that is because, again, you can only get this in the Demier Azur and you've got those kind of chevron prints on there, but maybe if this came out in the standard monogram with more plain leather, more of you might want it. But yeah, I'm definitely cannot wait to see this and try it on in person. One of my favourite ranges from Louis Vuitton is the Lockme ranges. I feel it really ties in that elegant, classy side of Louis Vuitton with the full leather, but you also get your monogram on there in terms of you get on the Lockme the big LV lock feature. So now we have this new kind of bucket style bag. These have been very popular for Chanel. And yeah, I was quite excited when I first saw this on the site. They are doing it in the leather, the colour that I really like, the kind of gallet grey colour, or this one's called Grige, so like a grey beige is the colour they're going for, with the gold hardware. I am a total sucker for gold hardware. This bag is a lot more classy, but I think the kind of drawstring and the top handle, it's almost like a neo-noi bucket bag style, but in Lockme. So I'm really liking this. I don't know if there's a bit too much going on with the drawstring at the top there, but overall I'm really liking it. And you get the shoulder strap, which I believe it looks like you're probably going to be able to use it as a crossbody as well. 62% of you said you won't be purchasing this bag, but 38% of you are loving it. Now, Louis Vuitton have definitely released some ridiculous styles of bags in their time, and I'm not too sure what to make of this one. Now, this isn't a bag per se, this is an earphone trunk case, which I do actually think is kind of cute. It is a little bit ridiculous. I personally don't use the Apple AirPods, not for any particular reason other than I already have some bigger headphones that I prefer to use. I find them more comfortable and better for sound cancellation. But if you do like carrying your Apple EarPods with you and you want them to have their own bag, better yet, a trunk, this could be the bag for you. Retailing at £1,360 then, we have this miniature earphone trunk case. It's definitely adorable. Do I think it's worth over £1,000? To be honest, I would put that money towards buying a full-size trunk, and I would get a full-size like bag trunk. Or I do think the best thing Louis Vuitton bring out are these trunks that you can kind of use for display purposes. 76% of you are saying that no, this is ridiculous, but 24% of you are going to be purchasing them. Next up is definitely a more sensible style from the brand. I'm not exactly sure the name of this bag, but I quite like it. It very much reminds me of the Louis Vuitton Odeon bag. We've got the same zip closure there where you have two zips that you pull together. You've got your gold chain on there and then the strap, which looks adjustable, a black leather strap. It's so similar to the Odeon that I don't think I'll be purchasing it because it's basically the same bag, just a different shape. So the other one is thinner and not as deep, which could be really useful because this bag, this is the PM, it's the smaller size. You can fit quite a lot inside of here. But if you've got the bigger size, the fact that it's so deep is definitely a blessing and a curse because you might be fishing around in the bottom of your bag to find what you need. Whereas this one, because it's shallower, it's much more similar to the multi-pochette style of bag. So you can just kind of put everything in there and you don't lose anything in the bottom of your bag. So 55% of you said you won't be purchasing this bag, but 45% of you said you will definitely be looking to buy one. And I can see why. This bag is so useful and this one is definitely a really nice style too. The reinvention of the Speedy does not stop at the new Speedy 22 then. We have this new contraption which is basically multi-pochette-ified, that I'm going to coin that term if someone hasn't already. They've basically taken the Speedy, shrunken it down, it looks like the Speedy, maybe a little bit longer, with that material strap and the coin purse on the strap. I've been through this, I'm not a fan, it's too fussy, it's too trendy, not what I would spend or choose to spend my money on. Other videos on the channel if you want to check out my thoughts on these styles of bag, but not for me. And I also think not for you guys. 84% of you said you will not be purchasing this bag. 16% of you said that it will be your dream bag. I do think it is very fun. It's very, you know, kind of light-hearted, especially since this particular one is in a light pink colour. But I don't care what colour it comes in. I will not be adding one of these to my collection. The utilitarian style trend has not stopped. Louis Vuitton have found success with this and they are just running and running with it. This is a crossbody bag. It's got the gold chain on there, it's got the adjustable cloth strap, it's a large rectangle style bag with the zipper on the front and another zipper pocket. I think, again, this trend, it's gone a bit far now. Louis Vuitton, I don't know, some people really like it, not for me. I've already discussed this, I won't go over it again. I'm not feeling this. I can see this being very practical for certain people. Easy to get into, the extra pockets on the front, quite nice. A bit of a trendy piece. So if you're looking for like an everyday bag that's easy to use. But 88% of you said you won't be buying the bag, 12% of you said you love it. So overall, the consensus is this is not one to add to your wish list. Now for a much more classic and, in my opinion, sensible bag from Louis Vuitton. I'm not sure I'm saying this correctly, but I believe this bag is going to be called the Grand Palau bag. We're going to go with Grand Palau. That's probably wrong, but I'm rolling with it. Okay, it's going to retail at around $3,000. 52% of you said it's not for you, but 48% said you would consider adding this to your collection. This bag is very similar, I think, to the Montaigne bag, and I've had the Montaigne bag and I sold it. And I was so surprised when I actually got that bag because no one really talks about it. Everyone talks about your Speedies, your Neverfulls, but not the Montaigne. And I actually thought it was a fantastic bag. The reason I sold it was I had the Van Gogh print and I don't know why I sold it, to be honest, because it was so beautiful. I should have kept it, but I just didn't see myself using it that much. So I decided to let it go to a new home. So this could be a perfect way to introduce this style of bag back again. I'm assuming it might come with some kind of detachable, I can't tell from the picture, shoulder strap, which will definitely be essential for this. But I'm really loving it in the empreinte leather. So we've seen the success of the Neverfull in the empreinte leather. Lots of people investing in that bag because it's very classic looking, but different to your monogram canvas. And this one is different again because you've got that style, and if it's anything like the Montaigne bag, it will have about 2 compartments on either side and maybe a zipper compartment in the middle, which is super, super useful. So this one's definitely going on my watch list. Now, if you like the Fendi Baguette style bag, this one could definitely be for you. So I'm not exactly sure on the name of this new bag from Louis Vuitton, but it really reminds me of the Fendi Baguette bag. That kind of style, you know, very shallow but quite long. They have pochette, multi-pochetted it. Wait, what was my term? Multi-pochette-ified, again, this bag. No bag seems to be off limits from the multi-pochette-ified effect. This one, they've not gone too far with this one. We've got a standard leather strap, fantastic. And then we've got the gold chain, which multi-pochette style, which it looks like you're going to be able to remove if you don't want it on the bag. So yeah, I like this bag in the empreinte leather. I think they've done quite a good job. It's got the same lock on the front of it as the the Pochette Matisse bag, which I don't mind the Pochette Matisse lock on the front. I've got a Pochette Matisse, but they do scratch really easily. So I highly recommend getting some hardware protectors if you do look at buying this bag, because the way that it closes, it just scratches up the lock. I'll pop a link down below or up here for you if you want to check out the hardware protectors. They're like £10, they're ridiculous, and they're gonna stop your bag from just being completely scratched up. So yeah, this bag is not for me. I don't like the Fendi Baguette kind of style of bag. I think they're just too long and rectangular. Not my choice, and I like to carry too much with me. But overall, not too bad. 72% of you are saying that you don't like this bag, and 28% of you are loving it. Now, this last one isn't about a particular bag as such, but this is about the scrunchie trend that is currently happening. So we all know that the hair tie, the scrunchie, is coming back into fashion, and designer houses are creating very expensive versions of the scrunchie. But Louis Vuitton, again, have taken this and rolled with it to new levels. They have started to put these scrunchie style handles on bags, not limited to these 2 styles, by the way. And I actually picked 2 styles that I don't find so offensive with the scrunchie top. There are a few bags that I think are a lot less acceptable than these, but we're going to stick with it. The black and the leopard print, I can take that on the capucines. Will I be spending thousands of pounds on the capucines with a scrunchy, trendy top handle? Definitely not. But I don't hate it. And then you've got the twist lock version of the bag with the scrunchy handle. 79% of you are saying you don't like this trend at all. 21% of you are saying that you quite like it. Like I said, I think I've picked 2 good ones here. I think I've been kind. There are some really not good versions of this scrunchy trend. I just think, for me personally, when I spend this much on a bag, I talk about it all the time, but I want it to be in my collection for decades if I want it to be. I don't want it to go out of fashion, and I feel like the scrunchie is very much a trend right now. Like I said, I don't mind the leopard print on the capucines so much, but I personally wouldn't spend this amount of money on a bag that is playing up towards a trend. I really hope you have enjoyed this video today on the new styles of Louis Vuitton bags that have just become available and are coming out very soon. I've really enjoyed it, chatting about these new styles and also getting your opinions on Instagram. Like I said, if you aren't already, head over to Instagram now and give me a follow. My handle is @handbag_. _holic, because I love to get your thoughts on new releases like this and putting the polls up there and then sharing the results with you all, so we can kind of work out which bags are going to be the most popular, which ones we might want to add to our wish list. It's all just great fun. So if you love designer bags, give me a follow, and if you aren't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell down below. That's all for today, fellow Handbagholics, but make sure you don't go anywhere, because I will link my full Louis Vuitton collection video here for you and my latest video release here. Enjoy.